We are just one day away from the biggest time of the season so far for the Iowa basketball team, tournament season. Head coach Fran McCaffrey and his team will be watching closely to the results of the first game tonight in Indianapolis.
And the Hawks will play the winner of the Illinois and Minnesota matchup. But tonight, we start with some Hawkeye baseball.
While the basketball season is coming to a close, Iowa baseball had their first home competition on Tuesday afternoon.
The team took to Duane Banks Field, and it was their first time for the fans to see the Hawkeyes in an extremely impressive midweek outing.
Baseball season in Iowa City is just getting started. The University of Iowa baseball team was 3-6 going into their first home game against Northwestern College. The Black and Gold recorded 6 double plays in their 2016 home opener, but it was their explosive bats that really stepped up to the plate. Recording 14 runs in their first 2 innings, the Hawkeyes came away with their 4th win of the season. While the offense was lighting up the scoreboard, the Iowa defense recorded 0 errors throughout the game.
We played good defense all day long. The defense has settled down. The last 6-7 games we've played really well defensively.
With a score of 28-0, the game was called after 7 innings, giving Iowa the shutout win on their home turf.
I mean, obviously we want to protect our field. Getting that first win at Duane Banks is a really big deal for us.
How would head coach Rick Heller describe the day?
Everything went perfect today. It couldn't have been a better day. It started with the temperature and warm day, sunny day at home. We needed a day at home, and to have one this early in March was great for the guys.
And what does this big win mean to the team? Confidence.
Confidence-wise, I see guys starting to get where they need to be.
I see our confidence back. That's a really big deal for us, and hopefully that just continues to carry on, and hopefully it just all comes together.
With 28 runs, the Hawkeyes scored the 2nd highest score in program history. From Duane Banks Field, I'm Jordan Maloney with Daily Iowa.
The Hawkeyes are back at it again this weekend in Atlanta, Georgia with a 4-game series.
Switching gears a little, 2 more Hawkeye wrestlers will be joining the wrestling team in New York in just 2 weeks. Iowa's 165-pounder Paul Rhodes and 285-pounder Sam Stoll were both looking in from the outside. Stoll finished the Big Ten Championship in 8th place, while Paul Rhodes finished the weekend in 7th place.
Stoll has been battling an injury and had to forfeit his 7th place match, but the freshman picked up one of the 6 at-large bids and currently leads the Hawkeye team with 10 falls. Rhodes picked up his at-large bids after closing 13-11 in his senior season.
We'll have more coverage on the Hawkeye wrestling team next week, as the squad is hoping to add more national championships to their long list of accolades.
The men's Big Ten basketball tournament started on Wednesday afternoon with Minnesota and Illinois. As we said earlier in the show, the Hawks will play the winner of this contest. Rutgers will also take on Nebraska later Wednesday night.
That's true, Holly, and Iowa will have their chance on Thursday. Iowa's 4 seniors plus a top scorer in Peter Jack have been very key this season for the Hawkeyes. But there is one freshman who is emerging at just the right time. Taylor Brooks has more.
At the beginning of the Iowa men's basketball season, they knew if they wanted to be good as they wanted to be, they would have to get good production from their bench. Well, there's one Iowa bench player who has been getting more minutes than some. Christian Williams might have came from a small town, but he was ready for a Big Ten stage. From St. Teresa's all-time leading scorer to practicing alongside 2 of Iowa's best in Anthony Clemens and Mike Gazelle, Williams walked into his first college basketball practice a little nervous, but confident.
First day of practice, I was actually kind of a little nervous. I didn't know what to expect much, but I think coming in with those seniors, I learned a lot from them, and I just kind of wanted to prove that I belonged and that I make a statement.
It might have took the 6'6" freshman a little longer to make the transition, but head coach Fran McCaffrey has an explanation for that.
It just took him a little bit longer to learn all the spots. It's a lot harder than people think.
But Williams' teachers know the potential.
I've been in his ear this whole year, your opportunity is going to come. I think he has a bright future ahead of him, and he's just showed you a little spark of what's coming, for at least for the remainder of this year and next year.
The dose that Clemens is talking about was the Iowa-Indiana game, where Williams used his length and drive to help Iowa in any way that he could.
Coach Barrow told me week after week to just stay ready Then once I got in, I know Coach Bell, he's always talking to me about confidence and just playing like I know how to play and just play like you're playing in the park, and that's what I did.
Williams, along with the rest of the bench, will definitely be needed in Indianapolis on Thursday. Reporting outside Carver Hawkeye Arena, Taylor Brooks, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
We will have all the highlights from the tournament on Thursday. But I think that's it for sports on this Wednesday night.
Andrew and Kelsey, back to you.